live and direct, coming at all of you viewers who happen to also be everyone in this room.
Yeah.
Welcome to the first SPARTIE Lab live session. We are the SPARTIE Lab. I am Robbie Rattan, Professor Rattan, Dr. Ravindra Rattan. You can call me Robbie. Everyone here does. This is the lab, the SPARTIE Lab, and we are really excited to go live. And if you're watching this and you're not one of us, then this is not live. But that's okay. We're going to pretend it's live because our goal is to do at least 2 of these. You think we can do it, guys?
Yeah.
We're going to have to iterate on the plans from today, though. But today is more of an introduction to the lab. We want to show you the lab. I'm just going to pop over. So right now we are in what we call the SPARTIE IRL Zoom room. So this is the Immersive Realities Lab room that is part of the SPARTIE Lab. SPARTIE Lab is the idea, it's the vision, it's the group of people. The IRL is this space, but it's also this space over here as I'm going to exit the Zoom room. The Zoom room is where we do Zoom meetings.
Wait,
Okay,
say
now
something.
you've got audio.
Yay! Now we're running.
Wait, did we not have any audio before?
No, we
No,
did.
you
We
know,
did.
just when we switched over to the other room.
We
Oh.
tried to move it to the other room
Yeah.
and it broke everything.
Okay.
So
Hold on.
Go
So you
back
have
to
to
the other
repeat
room.
yourself.
Yeah.
this room,
apologies.
yeah.
That was the practice.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? All right. Oh yes, we hear it.
Yeah.
So what was I saying? In this room, this is where the student desks are, and we've got some computers. We have this robot or the robot that I can stream into and drive around. It'll make a cameo later. We try to have fancy, comfortable seating and a comfortable place for the students and visiting scholars in the lab to spend time, and we incentivize that with a game. 1 hour of working in the lab earns 1 sploint, SPARTIE Lab points. And for sploints, you can exchange for money that turns into snacks. It's a little more complicated than that. Like there are 2 people in the lab. You both earn 1.1 sploints per hour, and you can earn sploints by giving each other compliments on the good work that you're doing. So try to incentivize students to spend as much time in the lab as possible. If you spend time in the lab, you get to own a desk. Right here, this is our Alex Lover desk. He does a lot of development. The development team uses some of the more powerful computer machines in there. And so there are other desks. Some people own desks, others are shared. But you want to know about the people of the lab and the projects that we're doing. So let's turn it over to back to the Zoom room and over to our lab mates here. And I'm gonna pass the mic to Zach. Don't touch the mic. Oh, sorry. Okay, Zach, who are you?
Hi.
Can I see you?
No, they can't see me. Do you want them to see us or me?
How about both? Yeah.
Okay, then I have to add this into OBS.
Hold on. This is our first
Live
stream.
OBS editing. Gotta find the camera.
This is what Zach does. Zach manages complex technological problems.
Dislike Dr. Polly?
Just like no, I need camera capture. I just don't see it for some reason.
Interesting.
Okay, if we don't have, we
It's
can
here somewhere. I just don't remember which.
Is it if you keep scrolling down?
Oh, video capture
Oh, there
measures
it
at the
is.
top. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the story.
There we
But
are.
you know what?
Wow.
We survived.
That's okay.
All right, so they can
Cool.
see you too now.
Yes, they should. We should be able to.
All 17 pixels of you in the
Yeah.
corner of that window.
You could like stand up here if you wanted.
Checking on. The,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is. Okay. Yes.
All right.
This is what we see.
Great.
So,
First stream is
technical
working out.
difficulties aside, I am Zach Schultz. I am a fourth-year undergraduate here at Michigan State University studying information science, and I have worked in SPARTIE Lab for the past 2+ years now, I think. So, yep, it's been a lot of fun. So I've got the experience of working with a lot of VR projects, and most recently I've been enjoying reading research about cybersecurity and privacy in relation to emerging technologies like VR and AR. So what do I do in the lab? One of the major projects that I currently work on is the mech project, which I think we've discussed in previous videos, so I'll defer to someone else to discuss that in more
Just,
detail.
in 8 words, what is it, Zach?
It is an experience.
What's the method?
An experiment.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. It is an experiment in virtual reality where participants are put in a virtual environment with giant robots that espouse pro-environmental ideals,
Yes.
and they embody these avatars.
All right. Yes. So it's an experiment in VR with robots where we measure how they affect behavior.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a more concise method.
Excellent. You did a good job. You've been running it in the lab and helping us design it and design the environment for it. What else?
So, in addition, I was mentored by Robbie or Dr. Ratan.
Robbie.
Okay. I don't know what
okay.
you wanted for the sake. Okay.
We'll keep it real.
Yes. I do actually refer to Robbie as Robbie day to day.
Yes. Lab culture, inclusive. Join us. Call me Robbie.
Yes. I have had. Oh, that is not. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah. Robbie has mentored some of my own independent research projects for independent study classes, and last year I attempted to develop a study to investigate people's attitudes about virtual reality headsets in relation to privacy. So that was a lot of fun, and then I got to present my research poster that I made about that at Michigan State's University Undergraduate Research and Arts Forum, which is a poster competition here at Michigan State. And then, mentored by some of the PhD students, I have worked on submissions that were submitted to the to ICA.
Yes, and I think you're an author on at least one of those.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Or 2, and then there's like AERA, whatever that one is.
AERA, it's another submission that we just sent in. The American
under review.
Education of a Researcher.
I don't know. They send me
Education
emails.
Research. Yeah, something. Yeah. Very good, Zach. And so you like working in the SPARTIE Lab?
Absolutely.
1 to 10? 1 to
10, 11.
Yeah, all right.
11. This has been the highlight of my
All right.
MSU education. That is genuine. That is not pandering.
Sure.
10 would be genuine. 11 is a little tender.
5. Okay. 10.0001. Is that better?
That works. That works. Thank
Unnecessary
you.
level of specificity.
Can you cut back to our video stream for a second?
Yes, I can.
Go full screen, and then I just want everyone at home, all million of you watching, to put a face with a name here. So this was Zach. Zach, can you like stand up so they can see you? Just like stand and wave. So that was Zach right there. And then we're gonna pass the mic to Rachel.
Hi.
Woo! Yay! And now back to the slideshow. Go ahead. Thank you.
So hi, I'm Rachel. I'm a 4th-year undergrad studying business management and communication leadership and strategy. So going forward, you might see that I'm a bit of an outlier here in terms of what people are studying, but I think that really shows the flexibility of SPARTIE Lab and how if you're interested in something, you can explore that. So I really love exploring like communication, marketing, and psychology. And I think it's really cool to apply these concepts to research and understand like how we can connect better with others. And so if you can go to the next slide, that's kind of where I've implemented my own passions into what I do at the SPARTIE Lab. So I've really helped spearhead the whole like new website. Mia, as we'll touch on later, is really big on branding and our whole like identity. But I've helped to kind of shape our identity with a good website presence. Before I felt like it really didn't align with our image and who we were. So that's been really fun implementing analytics into that and understanding, people like you who are maybe interested in the lab I can see where you're interested and maybe where we can highlight those things further.
Yes, thank you, Rachel.
Thanks.
So SPARTIE Presence is a major initiative. It's the website. What else is SPARTIE Presence? Also the videos, right?
Yeah, all of our different like TikToks and YouTube videos. Also our fun rap video. That was a really cool thing that we did last school year. That was a big thing that Mia helped lead as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Rachel.
Thanks.
Rachel keeping us branding consistent and the website content growing and updated. And I really like what you said about how if you have any sort of interest that's not any like chemistry and molecules maybe, but maybe yes, but a wide range of interest can be brought into the fold in the SPARTIE Lab. If it's not media research, but it's relating to the outreach in the lab, that's our whole presence team. And so we welcome students there with open arms. And it's a really fun kind of synergy between all the different groups in the lab. All right, I forget who's next. Who's next?
That was me.
To the right. Oh yeah, Caleb. Can we show Caleb on the screen? So you get to know who he is. There he is, Caleb.
Hi, everybody. So yeah, I'm excited to be here, everyone. Just
Don't act like we're holding you.
waiting.
It's your will.
My slide here, but anyways, so a little bit about myself. I am a senior here in my undergrad, studying information science. And I'm very interested in doing user experience research for consumer-facing products and softwares. And yeah, so what I'm currently doing at the SPARTIE Lab is I am one of the research assistants that's currently running our mech study. Yeah.
You're running the mech study, which you've already talked about.
Yeah.
What else do you find interesting that we do in the lab, Caleb?
I mean, I really enjoy, I think what resonates with me most about SPARTIE Lab is like I really just enjoy like figuring out the answers to tough like underlying problems. So that's kind of like the whole goal of SPARTIE Lab is asking questions and trying to figure out the underlying causes of those questions. So if you're someone who's like really interested in research or research processes, I think you would be very interested in joining the lab.
Yeah, thank you, Caleb. Hello, Suraj. Come on in. Oh, it's back. The screen is back. All right, who's next? Talia.
Yo, I'm kind of over here, so I'm gonna stand up
Yo,
to the top.
Talia.
Rachel.
Jump on in. Oh, Dosey Do. Thank you. Are we seeing both?
We're seeing
This is good. Both is good.
Alright, so I'm a first year undergrad at MSU and I'm studying games and interactive media. And of course, this is also my first year with the SPARTIE peoples.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. Personally, I'm interested in learning about how video games influence people's emotions and views about different topics, specifically LGBTQ and mental health concepts and minorities, and basically how video games can help to sway some part of the mass public's opinion about those kind of things, and essentially how they also add into the media presence, basically. And I'm also interested in growing skills to create effective stories that both draw players in and encourage them to grow as people. Next slide, please. Here at SPARTIE Lab, I help to run the mech study, and it basically directly involves what I want to learn about. It studies the Proteus effect, or how someone's behavior changes to reflect their virtual avatar's behavior and thoughts. So essentially, it's saying that people might become more like their virtual avatar that they essentially embody. And this ties in with how I want to learn about how video games can affect people's emotions and behaviors.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Talia, first year, interested in the Proteus effect.
Yeah!
Yeah, so your avatar can affect your behaviors and thoughts. Talia, do you remember why? Why does your avatar change how you think or behave?
Unfortunately, I do not remember why at this moment.
That's okay. That's okay. So if you use a taller avatar, you'll negotiate more aggressively, right? Or a more attractive avatar, you'll have more social confidence. And that is because it changes something that you see in the world. Do you remember? It's how you see your
Self?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't even need the clue. So the avatar changes how you see yourself. This is actually a major theory at the core of a lot of what we study in the lab, the Proteus effect. So if you write that you love the Proteus effect in your grad school application, I will pay attention. And there might not be anyone else in the world who cares so much. I mean, there are many of us actually who care a lot about the Proteus effect, but yes, it's my core theory of interest, and so the lab has done a lot with it over the years. All right, are we going to Langston? Langston, can you please just push your face all up in the camera?
Yeah,
That way.
I think I can just stand here.
Yes.
Perfect.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. My name is Langston, and I'm also a first year, just like Talia. So I just arrived in the lab pretty recently, and so far it has been very awesome. I like it a lot. I am studying video games and interactive media as well, and hope to one day design and program my own serious games. And I have a range of interests, like people have already mentioned. SPARTIE Lab kind of accommodates that. And yeah, I can talk about what I do in the lab. I've kind of tried to get involved in as many projects as I can just to kind of spread out and see what interests me. So I help run the mech study we mentioned. I'm involved in the Beyond Meat Space experiment team as kind of quality assurance at the moment. We're just testing out the platform, and maybe I'll get more into the development side of that later. I'm also in SPARTIE Presence, learning about, I'm doing like 3D modeling stuff in there, and I've done work with them. And yeah, I've learned a lot about interactive experiences and the Proteus effect and other things that have to do with interactive media. And yeah, my game dev knowledge comes in handy because we use similar software. So
yeah, thank you, Langston. And one of the projects, hold on, stay up there. One of the projects you've been working on, speaking of 3D modeling, is to create a 3D model of this space, of this IRL space for the SPARTIE Lab.
Yes.
And so how's that going?
It's going pretty good. It's kind of my first time really using Blender. So I'm working on that. But one day you will hopefully be able to immerse yourself in the IRL room in a virtual way with us. So that should be pretty fun. That's in the works. Might be on the website one day.
Yeah, on the website, or we'll do a stream in the future, like in VR, but in the lab. That will be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Langston. All right.
Oh, Jack! It's me. Hi, everybody. My name is Jack. I'm a second-year MA student in the Media and Information program. My interests lie in researching kind of the cognitive processes behind why we interact with media and technology the ways that we do. And so a lot of my work and my research goals is to discover both the how and the why, and understand our engagement, and specifically with narratives is a big one for me. But and applying that in a technological setting, and I've really had a great time. This is my first semester in the lab. in applying in a little bit more of a technological sense all of that engagement work that I have spent researching in my time here at Michigan State. Next slide, please, Zach. So for me right now, I'm working on the Beyond Meat Space project. So we're developing a virtual reality meeting space in hopes of improving the ways that people collaborate remotely. And this project's been really important for me because it's been awesome to improve my understanding of VR technology and align with my own passion in understanding humans and how we interact with technology and help design hopefully a better platform for others to engage with on.
Yes, thank you, Jack. And I guess we haven't spoken much about that project yet. But that's a really important one, right? We've got this grant, NSF-funded project to study inclusion and equity in virtual meeting spaces. And so, Jack, you're interested in some of the kind of human aspects of interacting in those
Yes.
spaces, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and just how kind of explaining how and why like we interact the ways we do, and providing a different digital space like that does change our interactions and provides new opportunities. And so that's my main interest.
Thank you, Jack. And that's a great segue to Suraj here.
Sure.
You have no slides, right? But let's. That's okay. Just can we go back to the back to Zoom room only? I keep thinking of Batman. You guys ever watch the original?
Yeah.
Suraj, man. It is your turn. You get the gist. We're like introducing yourself and then what you do at the lab.
So I'm Suraj. I'm a first year master's student in computer science with a focus in networking and signal processing. My time and I joined the SPARTIE Lab this year, but I was working with the Beyond Meat Space program over the summer and in the gel lab. My purpose on the gel lab is to lead the dev team on it. Working on creating.
What's the gel lab, Suraj?
Sorry, SPARTIE Lab. Apologies.
No, that's okay. No, but what is the gel lab?
Oh, the
you
gel-
are in the gel lab. So you were in the gel lab over the summer, and then So keep
So
going.
the gel lab over the summer was a focus.
But what is the gel lab?
The gel lab is a lab focused to give students and up and coming students professional experience in the industry for game development and designing. So they are able to work on legitimate games that have purposes in the real world, such as the Beyond Meat Space program.
Yes, and let me pause you for just one second. GEL is games for entertainment and learning. And so the GEL lab has students who are focused on development. The SPARTIE lab is more like the social and psychological effects or implications of using games. So we work together a lot, right? Because in the SPARTIE lab, we need content, we need virtual environments, and in the GEL lab, they're making games. They want experience. So grant-funded projects like this can kind of provide the impetus for creating a game that is used for research or used for some impact, right? For some meaningful outcome. And if you are a student who wants to get into game production and you don't care at all about research, you should focus maybe on the GEL lab and not the SPARTIE lab, especially if you're a PhD student and you send me an email saying, hey, look at all these games I've made. Can I join your lab? You may realize that actually the SPARTIE lab is not the best place to make games. And the GEL lab actually doesn't have... Andrew, the GEL lab, we're live. Want to come on? All right, let's let Suraj finish. Go ahead, Suraj, please.
And my purpose on the SPARTIE Lab is to focus on the development of the BMS project, such as but not limited to the many systems that need to be implemented so people in the meetings can actually interact with each other, do fun things, play games, hold meetings effectively, such as a presentation, or be able to properly immerse themselves in a VR area so they can actually interact with someone and not feel like they're in a video game, so to say, all the time.
Yeah, very good. And Suraj and team have been making a really cool virtual experience. You need a VR headset to get into it. So we'll be sharing that with the world eventually. And we have a cameo.
Hey.
This is our first lab live stream.
Wow.
Andrew Dennis.
Hey, everybody. I'm Andrew Dennis. I was going to the bathroom. I saw him in the hallway and thought, well, this is a good time to introduce him. So,
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Andrew? Real quick, what do you do?
I make video games. I'm an instructor here in the game development program. I kind of head up all the 3D graphic stuff. As I put it, I'm the guy that when I walk into the room, all the artists get really like nervous and stiff. That's kind of my role. And then Suraj over the GEL lab, make some VR projects, do some stuff like that.
Yeah. So 3D art. Andrew Dennis, put him on your LinkedIn.
Oh, dude, I gotta get on my LinkedIn.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's go to Oscar here, the SPARTIE Lab's first visiting scholar.
Hi everyone, I'm Oscar. I'm actually a PhD sociology. I was instructor teaching kind of different aspects of sociological reality, identity, social psychology, etc. So my interest has always been in digital games, digital interaction, identity formation, and the creation of avatars, leading to the aforementioned Proteus effect, for instance. So it becomes a question of power and equality and ability to present oneself in some sort of social situation in a virtual world. So that's how I kind of got to meeting with Robbie. I started to interact with SPARTIE Lab. So I'm here. We're kind of discussing, how to maximize our methods and to work on research projects, for instance. So my role here is to try to help with methods to make sure that the research goes well, to kind of discuss the social impacts, the power impacts, the diversity impacts of the kind of psychological research that we're doing. So hopefully that is a succinct enough answer.
Succinct and appreciated, and your presence is appreciated very much. If you're if you're a faculty member somewhere out in the world and you want to visit and participate in the SPARTIE Lab, you could also be a visiting scholar in the lab. Of course, with some communication and plans, but it's really great to have Oscar here because we're able to kind of collaborate on projects and have Oscar help mentor students in your areas of interest, like or expertise, qualitative research methods, which I am not an expert in. So that is very much appreciated. All right, let's have Robot say hello. Oh, I was actually going to say hello from over there. That's okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. I'll drive in.
Drive him in.
I'll drive in this way. We should also pull the slides back up. Okay. All right. That's awkward. I'm a robot. All right. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm a robot. And I'm mic'd. Are we gonna get
feedback?
This is the robot. I just wanted the robot to make a little cameo here. I guess he should back away. Oh, I'm referring to him as he. He's my robotar.
It's stuck.
When I embody the robot and I see myself as like that stick thing, what do you think the Proteus effect does? You think it makes me more like rigid, or?
I think it makes you want to go to the gym more.
Yeah. Well,
but you're looking at yourself like in a mirror.
Like, with my face on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're looking like your avatar in the virtual environment. If you're looking at yourself, like in the the Proteus, like when you're looking at yourself in
the virtual mirror.
The virtual mirror.
Yeah, and it mimics you.
Yeah. But like this is the real virtual mirror.
This is the real. And wouldn't that be crazy if it like followed my movements?
Yeah, that would
That'd be kind of scary.
And had my face on it.
Does that make
It would need
does that
arms
make
first.
sense?
And then punch myself in the face.
Oh my gosh.
God.
That's probably the first thing everyone thinks of. What? No, let's not go down that. Let's go to the slideshow. Unfortunately, we don't have Alex Lover or Mia Burkhardt with us right now. They're in class, but they are very involved in the lab, so maybe they can introduce themselves in their own voices later. But very quickly, I'll tell you that Alex is a second-year MA student who's been involved in many research projects, but also has great Unity skills, oriented toward getting a communication PhD or a PhD in a related field. So coming to the SPARTIE Lab as a master's student in our, what's the name of the program?
Media and information.
Is it media and information?
Yeah, it's media
It
and
is.
information.
Okay, it's not information science because that's the name of the undergrad. And the media and information masters is one of 2 master's programs, right? We now have a UX master's program.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I believe it's online.
I think there's also an
All right.
technology master.
There's a which
They're
master's?
all,
There's an
they're all subcategories of
Infotech.
MI, actually.
Are they?
Yeah, like they're
All
all.
right. Well, I'm confused. You may be confused if you're watching this. Anyway, we have master's programs, and if you're a master's student, you can get involved in the lab, like Alex did, and get some great experience writing papers and kind of building content toward your eventual grad school or PhD applications. What does Alex do? He works on. He's my TA for the classes, which I teach in VR, which is all of my classes. I teach all my classes in VR. He helps analyze the data from those studies where we have movement data. Of course, we have survey data as well. And then he's helping with the Beyond Meat Space work that the Gel Lab team and others are developing. And then Mia is a 3rd-year undergrad, interested in social and cog psych, but thinking, this is new to me. How those fields relate to communication, creativity, spirituality, and wellness. I like that description. I'd love to hear her say more, because if I had described her, I've known Mia since she was a freshman fall semester. Mia and Zach were in my first post-COVID in-person one-on-one class, and Rachel, the 3 of you joined me.
Wait, you were in that class too?
Yes.
I didn't realize
Oh my
that.
gosh! Yes. You're like a little family.
Anyone else?
Was there
Wasn't
one more?
Connor in this class as well?
Connor might have been in that class, but I knew actually Connor before
Nick
that.
was. Nick
Nick?
and
Oh yeah, Nick and Dawson.
Yes,
They
they
graduated.
they were in
They
that
were
class.
That's who I was
sophomores that
thinking of.
year. Yes, we've got a vibrant alumni community as well. They stay in touch and send me messages occasionally on our Discord. And so Mia's been mostly involved in the marketing side or the creative side. I guess we'll call her the creative director. When I asked her what she wanted to do, she said in the future, as a freshman, she said she wanted to make music videos. So that's one of the main reasons we made the SPARTIE rap battle of synchrony, and did that. Of course, it was related to a research project, and she made other edutainment videos for our TikTok and related to our VR class. And Mia actually did a lot of the planning for this event, so it's a bummer she's not here right now. But hopefully she watches it. All 28 minutes of it. How long are we? 37. Oh my
37
god.
minutes and 14
Even
seconds.
longer than I thought. If you're still watching this right now, why don't you have a life?
Put something in the comment section.
Yeah.
What's our password that you should put in the comment section that you got to this point?
Oh yeah.
Robots.
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 R-O-B-O-T. All right. So yeah, thank you for watching. And if you're watching this genuinely because you're interested, then that's great. I look forward to hearing from you over Loom. Oh, can you pull up our website, please?
Yes.
So Spartie.org. That's Spartie with an IE.org. Here's a great resource for those of you interested in the lab. We have, if you'll jump to please the team page. There you can see all the people you met today, as well as many others who couldn't make this meeting. All the PhD students, unfortunately, are absent. We've got some other grad students, undergrads. You met all those folks right there. Dev team. Hopefully they're showing up soon because there will be pizza for the lab party. Production outreach. Oh, Tyler. I haven't seen Tyler in a while. Tyler's also on the TikToks, and then Tyler's an expert actor, so he has guided us in our acting skills. We have some lab affiliates, and then we list all our alumni below. A big old list of alumni. There's our. We're gonna need to update this with our lab party after this. So that'll be fun. We gotta take some pictures. Can you scroll up, please? Or no, yeah, menu, please. And the only other thing, I mean, of course.
Why don't you do the contact us?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we've got the contact us. Sorry. So yeah, you can hit me up on LinkedIn or email.
research. You can read about our pubs and media coverage. I think we should update media coverage. I feel like, I don't know, these pages should be smaller and just like a bulleted list or something.
Yeah.
Edutainment, we've got all our TikToks, the rap battle. You can go to our podcast. What is it, like 46 episodes or something? Should we post these? Well, this isn't really a podcast, but we should. I wouldn't mind posting a new podcast episode. Outreach and service. If you're an MSU student, you can join for the Silicon Valley Field Experience. That's a trip to California where we meet companies and engage with research labs in the XR and related space. The MSU XR Co-op. If you want to borrow a VR headset, I run that. If you want some advice about applying for PhD programs or how to manage your time, you can check that out too. All right. I don't know how to do this.
What are you trying to do?
Let's go back to the lab only and say goodbye. Goodbye. Anything else you want to say, guys? No.
Let's eat pizza.
Thanks for watching.
SPARTIE Lab, 1 to 10?
10.
11
10.
supposedly.
A billion.